This is setting up a analog mixer. Always remember the mixer needs to get turned on first, and then the amps get to turn on last. Put up all your connections if you can before you even put power to anything. Next step, especially when it's an initial setup, make sure you normalize the mixer. After every single time on an analog mixer, all of these should be brought down to the bottom. Normalizing the mixer is technically, say we're using channels 1 and 2, just taking all the gain all the way down, making sure that the 48 volts is off, the pad's off, all these EQ knobs are at noon, and then turn the auxiliaries all the way down, all the way down. Pan should be at noon. Make sure the mute is engaged. Make sure the PFL is disengaged. Next step, while the power is off, make the connections you need to make. We need to hook this mixer up to those speakers over there. This is the back of our board. We're going to hook up the left speaker to here and the right speaker to here because we're actually running left and right speakers. If we were running daisy chain or something like that, we'd hook up to the mono. While you're looking at the back of the mixer, make sure you know what mic levels you're going to put in. So we're going to plug in a guitar to 1. We're going to plug in a guitar to 1 and a mic to 2. We're going to use a DI box for the guitar, so it's definitely going to use the XLR, and the mic cable just uses an XLR by default. Go to your amplifiers over here and make sure you know where your left and right channels are. But you can see that's channel 2, and it's going to this speaker cable here. It's a thick gauge, it's black, it's got the purple strain relief sleeve. And channel 1 seems to be going to maybe a little older, looks like it's made in the 80s kind of speaker wire look. Now we got to figure out which one's left or right. This is the left side speaker and it's got that 80s wire. We look over here, that's the big thick one, and it's right. So if we know that the 80s speaker wire is connected to channel 1, then we find out over here what goes out to our board, or what's the signal coming from the board going to here, would be channel 1. And we're going to trace that. And that goes to this one right here. Plug that into left, go until you hit a click. That's left. Now this right one I actually do have labeled. That'll go into the right, go until you hear the click. Now that your connections are all in, you got your inputs, the signal going into the mixer, getting mixed, coming back out, and going through the left and right out to the amplifiers and to the speakers. You're ready to start turning stuff on in the correct order. So you get your AC cable, you plug it into your power conditioner. Make sure your power conditioner is plugged in. Then you take your amps, that's their power. Make sure that's plugged into a power strip, and then make sure the power strip's plugged in and turned on. Then you turn on your mixer first. Let it boot up, you'll see the light surge. Then you can turn on your amps. Press the button, you'll see the light surge.